Welcome everybody to Mack ENT, aka Entertainment. My channel consists of it all: life journeys, blogs, hair, gaming, how-tos, and much more. Please like the video, share the video, hit me, your boy, with the subscribe. Alright guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about me getting my CDL permit test. Yes, you heard right. My CDL Class A permit test. As you guys can see on the screen right now, my Class A, my CDL Learner's Permit Class A, but let's get it. All right, so let me tell you what process I had to go through to get my CDL Class A Learner's Permit. All right, we're going to start off with, I had to go to the DMV 3 times. You heard that right? 3 times. Like, wow, this kid must be dumb. Stupid. Had to do his CDL test 3 times. Like, that's crazy, right? Let me explain more. All right, so to get into it, the first time I went to the DMV to get my to do my permit test, my Class A permit test, right? It was right after work. My appointment was at like 3:30. So now I work like 35 minutes away from my house. DMV is like 12 minutes away from my house. So I had to drive like 30 minutes back down, go to the DMV and everything right after work. I'm rushing. So I get there, blah blah blah, sign in, get my number. After that, I'm waiting. They call me up, right? And I'm telling you, all I have with me is my license, my passport, my social security, because I'm thinking that's all you need, right? Wrong. Bruh. Anyways, I get up there. She was like, she's gonna need 2 forms of proof of like where I live, and so I give her my license. She took that, and she needed like 2 forms of proof. So I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna need 2 forms of proof. I'm gonna put it on the screen like right here because it has the most space. But yeah, so she was like, it has like a list of things you need from list A and the things you need from list B. It was like a license, and like what I can remember off the top of my head was 2 forms of mail. And I didn't have that. So I was like, wait, give me a minute. I went to my car because I remember I had mail in my car. Sometimes I put mail in my car. And I only could find 1 form of mail. And to remind you, the day before I had cleaned my car and I threw away all the trash. And I know I had more than 1 piece of mail, so I was so upset. I went back in there, I was like, I only have 1 piece of mail. I was trying to bargain with her, try to let me get in, like, come on, like, I did a lot to come here, like, I got 1 piece of mail, like, let me through. She was not budging at all. So I was unable to take my CDL the first time. That was December 8th of 2023. I was unable to take my test, right? So all that studying, everything out the window. Boom. So I set an appointment with her that same day with that lady. Because if you don't and you try to do it online, I'm pretty sure it'll have like longer dates. I'm pretty sure they could like squeeze you in faster or something. But first time was December 8th. The second time I think was December 19th, which was a Tuesday. Boom. Fast forward to the second time, I had to show up to the DMV. It's a Tuesday, December 19th. Same thing, getting off work, rushing home, right? And I'm like, man, same time appointment, 3:30. So I get there. This time I'm prepared, man. I went to Office Depot. I printed. I don't get my stuff mailed to me. I got like everything online, so I had to go to like my email. I printed everything out, and I don't have a printer, so I went to Office Depot. I printed everything out the day before. Boom, boom, boom. I printed like my car, my insurance bill. I printed my Wi-Fi bill, and I printed my bank account bill. You could also do like your mortgage. You could do your phone bill. There's a few things. Like I said, I put the list up. I'll put the list up again right here on the screen. You could pause if you like, but you got to get something from that list. But anyways, fast forward. It's December 19th, and I got I got like 3 or 4 forms of mail just in case. I was like, I'm gonna be prepared this time. And also, I forgot to mention, when I had to reset my appointment, I decided to go get my CDL exam, and I had tried going online, but the dates they were giving me were like after my DMV appointment. I wanted to do it before, so I didn't do that. And I tried to walk into urgent care. They weren't available to like following something. I wasn't able to do that. So I had walked into another place. I tried like 4 places. I walked into another urgent care, and they were trying to charge me like $180, talking about I'll get it today. Like, you'll get the paper today anywhere you go. What are you talking about? So I was like, I'm not doing that. I walked out. So next day, I walked to a CVS that's near me that I was looking online. I see that I didn't do it, and I got it done with them within like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Ended up paying like $120. It used to be like 100 or 110, but inflation, price goes up and everything. But I'd rather pay $120 instead of paying $180. That's me. So I paid $120, blah blah blah, sign. And I got my copy of my thing. All right, now fast forward to the DMV. All right, so we're at the DMV. I have my like 2 forms of mail. I have extra just in case. I have my ID and I have my CDL exam now with me. Right. I walk into the to the DMV, got my ticket, same thing. This process was a lot longer this time. It was packed. It was a Tuesday. I don't know why it was so packed. I'm waiting. Finally, I got there around 3:30, 3:35. Finally, at like 4:05, I'm up, we doing everything. And she was like, okay. She accepted all my paperwork, and now she put me at the station and go take my first test, general knowledge, right? So I get to the station, general knowledge. I sit down. The screen is tap screen. Everything's on the computer. It was 50 questions, 60 minutes long. If you get 10 wrong, you automatically fail and it kicks you out. If you get 41 right, you automatically pass and kicks you out. And each question has 3 multiple choice questions. They're all A, B, or C. There's no like writing or anything. So I'm there, and I use. Let me tell you what app I use to study. Do not use this app. All right, you see that yellow app, CDL something. I don't know what it is. CDL training, I guess. But I use that app to study. Mac, why would you use that app to study? Well, I'm on YouTube. I'm doing a lot of research. Everybody's like, use this app, use this app, use that app, and I just ended up going with that app. It seemed pretty solid to me. I should have known when you had to pay. I didn't pay it. I used the free version. It's like there's multiple questions within the app. There's like the first test is free for all whatever your state. And after that, if you want to do the rest from your remaining tests, you got to pay. And I was like, I'm gonna just do the free one because the person was like, you could pass this off doing the free ones. So I did that. I should have known better. Stupid. I did that, So fast forward back. I'm at the test. 50 questions. I get 17 right, and I fell. 17 right. I got 10 wrong. It kicks me out. I wasn't even close to passing. So by the time I was done, it was like 4:40. Mind you, DMV closed at 5. So I go back to the desk. And the lady's like, you don't have enough. She was like, 1, you failed. Well, she didn't say 1, but she was like, you failed. And she was about to have me take the next test. But she was like, we're running out of time. So she was like, you can't take the test. You're running out of time. You're going to have to set another appointment if you'd like.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I had to set another appointment. Remember, this is my second time at DMV. Now I'm going to have to do a third appointment. So I set the third appointment for her for January 19th, which is today. I don't know when I'll upload this video, but probably Monday. Today's Friday, so on this Monday, let me look at my phone real quick. 19. So the 22nd, you'll probably see this video on the 22nd, or whenever you're watching it. It might be a couple days after, might be the same day. But anyways, the 19th. So I was like, all right, I set the appointment. Let me tell you what app you guys should be using. After I had only got 17 right, and I told you I studied like crazy. It's not like I just went there and winged it. I studied general knowledge, combination, and bricks. I was studying. I made a whole bunch of flashcards. Let me show you guys my flashcards real quick. Let me grab them. All right, I made a whole bunch of flashcards. This is from that app. Like I'm talking about like combination, and I made a whole bunch of flashcards that stick and have rubber bands on them. Like I put in the work. I'm talking about like if you try to couple when the trailer is too high, it'll say it might not couple properly. Like I wrote everything on the back. Like I was studying. This is combination right here. You see air brakes right here. And you see general knowledge right here, the big thicker one, because this one has more questions. So I put in the time. I walked into that DMV when I failed. I walked into that with so much confidence. I knew every question on that index card. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pass this. Psych! So to only get 17 right and fail and get 10 wrong, like 17 out of 10, like I didn't even get close. Like I was so disappointed.
Emotional, damn it!
I was like, bro, you know, it's not me, because the questions I seen on that test was not on the app. Like, no. So for y'all don't have to go through what I had to go through, let me show you what app that you should be using. And let it focus. That blue CDL prep with the wheel. I've seen a lot of videos of people saying this, but then I see more recent videos of people saying the yellow one. But trust me, do the blue CDL prep with the wheel on there. It's a lot more work and it doesn't look as nice as the newer ones, which is why I went with the newer ones. But trust me, it is worth it. Let me explain how that app works just a little bit. So up there where you see combinations at, you click it, it'll have all these different things depending on your state, what you have to take. For state of Florida, which is the state I'm in, for class A, you have to take general knowledge, combination, and air brake. So that's what I did. So pretty much if you click on general knowledge, each one has two things. It has a practice mode and an exam mode. The practice mode, if you click on the practice mode, it'll have 240 questions for the journal. So it'll have like way more, because you would know more than you need to. So that's why one reason I didn't want to, but trust me, it's worth it. So you pretty much go on it, you read it, you answer the question. If it's right, you move on to the next question. If it's wrong, it'll tell you it's wrong and show you the right answer and tell you why it's wrong. I'm just clicking. I don't know what I clicked. You see? Now it tells me the right answer. It shows me what I clicked in red, and tells me the right in green. Continue. You see, I got it right. It just went on to the next one, and so forth. You just keep going. And at the top, if you do it like in that same session, it'll show your percentage there. But if you like close out the app and come back and you restart, you'll be on question like right now I'm on 107. You'll be on question like 101. When you come back to 107, it'll be 0 when you enter. It'll go from there. Now if you back out and you go to the exam mode, you click start exam, and it has 50 questions like the actual test, and it doesn't tell you if it's right or wrong. You answer, boom, you just go on to the next. It doesn't tell you if it's right or wrong. You read, you answer, you read, you answer. At the end, it'll give you your score, whether if you passed or you failed, and it'll show you all the answers you got wrong down below. If you scroll down, it'll tell you which ones you pick and which one is correct. For the air brakes, is the same exact thing. They work the same way. Practice, exam, same thing. You click on it. This time it has less. It only has 71 questions for this one. You click, you get it right, you get it wrong, it tells you which one's right. What is this? The spring brakes used on champers and straight chucks will bring you to a stop when air pressure drops below 20 psi. Like this one is 20 psi as the answer. You click it, correct. You just move on to the next one. If you get it wrong, I don't know what this one says. It tells you what the correct one is. That's pretty much it. But it's really helpful. And after that, the last one, combination, same exact thing. Practice mode, exam mode. Boom. This one has a total of 65 questions. You get it right, next. You get it wrong, it shows you it. You get it right. I'm not reading this, by the way, it's backwards, so I can't read it. You get it right, it goes on to the next one. Boom, so forth. Get it right, get it wrong, boom. That's it. And the exam mode, at the end, it'll tell you your total score. It'll tell you what you got wrong. Real helpful. It has like every question on there. Everything I seen on there was basically on the exam. Basically, like you cannot go wrong with doing this app. Take the app, do the work. I did index cards with this one too. This time, I did separate index cards. I did combinations and everything. But this time, I only wrote the ones I got wrong, and because that's all I really needed. There's more cards, but real helpful. All right, so now that I explained what app you shouldn't use and what app you should use and how to use it a little bit, let's get back to the DMV. So I'm at the DMV. They set me at my station. I sit down. General knowledge, 50 questions. 50 questions still, 60 minutes. 3 multiple choice questions for each question, all ABC. All right, so you get 10 wrong, you automatically get kicked out. You get 41 right, you pass. So I think I only got like number question 3 or 4 wrong. After that, I only got 1 wrong, and after that I got 41 right. So it kicked me out because I passed. So Imagine the first time I took this CDL general knowledge test and I got 17 right, 10 wrong, compared to now where I got 41 right and 1 wrong. By the way, let me give you advice. If you going like, if you're not too sure about a question, say if you like know it but you're not positive, like you're 90% sure, but there's still that 10% chance that I may be wrong, skip the question. You have a choice to skip it and it will put it back in the rotation. It will go at the end, and when you get back to it, if you don't pass the test by then and you get kicked out, then you'll come back to it. I did that for like 3 or 4 questions. I read it. I'm like, I know this is the answer, but just in case to not ruin my momentum, I'm skipping it because I'm like 90% sure. So I skipped it, and that helped. That's why I only got 1 wrong. And if I would have went back to it, I'm pretty sure I would have got it right. But the thing with that is, it like you're entering the correct answers over and over and over and over and over again. So if you get to the point where you skip like 10, you got to come back to them. By the time you come back to them, you have the momentum on your side. You're more confident. You're like, okay, you're reading it and you're analyzing it more. You're like looking for specific words. You're looking at the some of y'all probably like, it's not that deep, Mac. Yes, it is. If you're trying to pass. So I recommend you skip it if you're not 100% sure that's the answer. Come back to it, and I bet you the second time you come back to it, you'll be more confident. You'll be more sure of your answer, and yeah, that will help a lot. All right, so I passed my first test. I went back up to her, talked to her, and she was like, "What's next?" And I was like, "Combination." Combination or air brakes. She was like, "All right." She gave me a combination. She was like, "Go to this station." I went to that station. I got to the station, and the combination, it's 20 questions. If you get 16 right, you automatically pass. If you get 5 wrong, you automatically fail, right? And it's 60 minutes, and same thing, 3 questions, each answer. 3, not 3 questions, 3 choices for each question, A, B, or C. And you get 60 minutes, but same thing. This one, I almost failed it. Out of like all 3, combination was the one I studied the least, because at the time, I really wanted to pass general knowledge since I had failed it the first time, so I studied a lot, and it had more questions. The app had 240, as you can see, so it took more time. After that, I studied air brakes. That had like 5 or 10 more questions more, so that took a little bit more time. Plus, I was like not really too sure of air brakes at the time, so I put more time into that. And I did study combination, but that's where I studied the least. So I knew, if anything, that was the one I potentially could fail. But I'm taking the test and I'm doing good. I got like 8 right and I got like 1 wrong. So I'm on good pace. Then, I get 2 wrong. So I got 3 wrong. I got 8 right. Then boom, I get a 14 right. I get 3 wrong, right? All right. I was like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm good. So right now I'm at 14 right, 3 wrong. And I have 2 more to pass because you need 16 pass. Then boom, I get another one wrong. So I got 14 right and 4 wrong. So 1 more wrong and I get kicked out. And I got 2 more questions. Boom, 15. I get it right. Ooh, my heart was thumping. I get it right. So I'm at 15 right and 4 wrong. So there's only 1 more question left. If I get it right, I pass. If I get it wrong, I fail. I'm at 15 right, 4 wrong. Man, I don't even remember what the question said. All you remember is the answer being empty. So I clicked empty and it said correct. I told you I prayed so hard. It said correct. I was like, yes. I got up with so much excitement. I passed. So 16 right, 4 wrong. I passed. Ooh, I was sweating. So I'm back at the desk with the lady, and she's like, "What do you have left?" I said air brakes. So she put me on my station. I go do the air brakes. The air brakes test, it has 25 questions, 60 minutes. You get 20 right, you pass. You get 5 wrong, you fail. By the way, this is for Florida. I don't know how the other states work, but this is Florida. So 20 right, you pass. 5 wrong, you fail. 25 questions, 60 minutes. Same thing, A, B, or C. Okay, so I get there, and easy. I get 2 wrong, and I get 20 right. Boom, I pass. So I walk up. I was like, I pass. She she made me pay. It was $625 for all the tests, exams combined, so $625 total. And on top of that, my license expired. My actual driver's license expires in May. She was like, I was able to redo it today. So I redid that, paid that amount, just took a picture, and boom. So I knocked out 2 things with 1. Beautiful. But I think I forgot to mention what's needed. Like I said, is 2 like emails, forms of mails, driver's license. They make you look into the thing, and you have to read a line they choose, and you have to say the letter A, G, C, L, N, X, stuff like that. After that, you stand in the screen and you take a picture. But aside from that, I got my she printed me out my CDL permit, CDL learners, Class A learners permit, which I showed you in the beginning, and I got my driver's license with the same exact picture. So it was beautiful. I can't complain. I paid $625 for it. So price of everything with the CDL exam, fitness exam, or whatever, it was $120 plus $625, and I have till May before it expires, and I have to redo this process again. So if you do go plan on getting your CDL Class A permit, remember it expires within 4 months, at least for me in Florida, because it's January, it expires in May, February, March, April, May, so 4 months. So let that be known. But that's pretty much all. I went to the DMV 3 times. I didn't take the test 3 times. The only test I took 2 times was the general knowledge. The first time I took it, I failed. The second time, I only got 1 wrong. And the air brakes and combination, I only took it 1 time because I ran out of time. The first time before I even got to take the test. So yes, I went to the DMV 3 times, but I didn't take the test 3 times. And even if I did take the test 3 times, take the test as much times as you need it. I think you actually have a 3 time. You can only take it 3 times in Florida, at least for the general knowledge. Because once I got there at the 3rd day, she was like, you have 2 more attempts, I guess, for the general knowledge. So keep that in mind. I guess you have 3 attempts for general knowledge tests, or for all of them. But I'm just saying general knowledge because that's what I think. So if you did fail 2 times, make sure you go in that 3rd time real confident that you're going to pass. I don't know how long you have to wait if you fail 3 times, or if you have to wait or something, but I wish y'all know one. And if you have any questions that I probably didn't answer, leave that down in the comment, or message me email, or hit me up on Instagram in my DM, and I'll reply to you. And that's pretty much it, man. 𝐒𝐤 out. I got my Class A permit test. I'm gonna start working on my learner's driver's test, not driver's, CDL Class A driver's license. And I just hope everything goes my way. Gotta put in the work to get the results. That's it, man. 𝐒𝐤 out entertainment.